Hello, Magic lovers. So today I'm going to bring you a review, sort of talking about the evolution of White Lions playing cards. And I wanted to start all the way from the beginning with the Series A. However, I do not have one of these that is open and they are extremely expensive. So I will not be opening this deck right here. But I do have some Series B open. I just opened this black label. I have a tour edition that I just opened, and I just received the Lions X playing cards. So we're going to be talking about White Lions. Let's get into it. White Lions were first made in 2011, and then the Series B in 2012, along with the black label. What are the differences? Well, there are plenty of differences when it comes to these playing cards here. The main difference is, this one here was sort of the prototype for everything to come later, right? This has a different ace, and we have a different ace for this deck along with this. I pretty much count these as exactly the same. The Tour Edition has the same ace, and I'll be showing you all of those. The only one I won't be showing you, and I'll put a picture up here, is the Series A playing cards, which has a okay ace, right? Bruh. There are some major differences when it comes to these playing cards. So first things first, when it comes to these playing cards, things that you should know is they are marked. And I'm just gonna put this to the side for now. We've already put up that ace so you can see the how it looks. Not that great, honestly. So we're going to be going through this, and the marking system, I'm not going to teach the marking system here, but we are going to talk about it because it's pretty important. There are actually two different marking systems that work in tandem with each other, right? So let me go ahead and just open these puppies here so we can take a look at them. Oh man, so the Series B is probably my favorite playing card stock of all time. It just feels so good. It is the smoothest playing cards you'll ever feel. Now, to be completely honest, I've never tried the black label, but I'm assuming they're exactly the same because they came out at the same time. And this is a first open for me. Ooh, yes, yes, baby. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, you cannot tell me that is not the most awesome Joker you've ever seen. Am I right? Along with the Ace of Spades. This Ace of Spades is my favorite Ace of Spades of all time. It is designed by Mark Stutzman along with the rest of the playing cards, but this one in particular is just awesome. Look at that. See how it's also a lion? You might not be able to see it, it's an optical illusion. You can see the face of a lion. Now, funny story about this ace. Because it has nudity, I think is the reason that the ace was changed. At least as far as I could tell talking to Mark Stutzman. Quick note, if the nudity was the issue that United States Playing Card Company had with the White Lions deck, they should have done what they did with the Bicycle Split Spades deck and cover up the Ace of Spades. And I don't have any problem with that. You can still see the beautiful design and artwork. I think it looks much better, way better than what they did with the Tour Edition, and then later also with the Lions X deck. Yeah, so these, of course, they have the custom courts, right? Very interesting. I'm just going to go through these cards quickly. And then they also come with the double backer and a blank card. Along with those awesome... Oh, yeah, that's it. That's the spot. Yep. Okay, so this is the same exact stock. I can feel it. That's it. That is the same exact stock. So I can get rid of this for now, because we're just going to be talking about these cards here. And let's go into the White Lions Tour Edition, which is actually pretty cool. Look at that. The White Lions Tour Edition. And let's see. Okay, not exactly the same. It's good, don't get me wrong. It's definitely good, but not the same. Oh, I love this. Is it real? Magic. So as you can see, the backs are quite different. And remember when I said there are two different marking systems? Well, this marking system here for the Tour Edition is different. Okay, so it works on the second marking system principle, not the first one. So the difference between the two is one is up close viewing, marking system for viewing the cards up close, and the other one is to view the cards from far away. Let's take a look at the, oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So nice. Really love these tuck boxes. And yeah, these are a lot stiffer. So not as buttery. They're still beautiful and great. Look at that. So this here, this card is important. This card is actually a clue as to how to read one of the marking systems. And no, I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but if you squint your eyes, right? If you unfocus your eyes and you squint your eyes, you can see David Blaine's face. And if you don't, you see a lion, right? Well, there's a reason behind that. So let's talk about the aces, matter of fact. Well, first, let's take a look at the backs. You see these have the border line, and this is a smaller border and this is a thicker border. This one keeps the border line and this one gets rid of the border line completely. And there's going to be some benefits to getting rid of the border line and making the border smaller. As you can see, by getting the borders smaller, right? Smaller border, you get a bigger, let's compare these two cards. You get a bigger spade here, which can help in actually reading the markings themselves, right? So that's the benefit to seeing the spades themselves being larger and a little bit more distinct if you look here with the printing. And that is all good and well, but there is a problem, a big problem with this deck here. And because it doesn't have that border line and the borders are so close to the edge, USPCC is pretty famous for, you know, being not so great with the registration. And shout out to Next Gen Spawn, who pointed this out to me, because we talk about marking systems all the time. And the one thing that he pointed out to me is that the card for the Nine of Hearts, if you look at it, it is off center. What do I mean by it being off center? Well, if you look very closely, this side is larger, this side is smaller. Now, what is the big problem with that? The problem with that is it ruins one of the marking systems, not the other. It ruins the up close marking system, not the marking system that works at a distance. So that is completely ruined for this particular card. And if we have more print errors like that, that can be a pretty significant problem. That's just not good. It's not good at all. We don't want that. So hopefully that can be fixed if they continue to make more of these playing cards. And let's take a look at the Ace of Spades, right? Now you'll notice the Ace of Spades is completely different.
Stop the cap.
Wrong. It's exactly the same as the Tour Edition, which is a shame because I absolutely love the original. Well, not the original, but the Series B, and for the black label, the spade. I mean, just look at that. Look how elegant and beautiful that is. Thank you, Mark Stutzman. Shout out to him. And then look at this. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be honest here. I do not like it. nor do I like the Ace of Spades on the Series A, which I will put right here for comparison. Matter of fact, I'll put this here and boom, I'll put a picture of that ace right there. So yeah, that is going to be a main difference when it comes to these playing cards. I'm upset because I really like these playing cards. Like, I like them a lot, actually. I really love the backs. I did not like the Tour Edition, and okay, so the Tour Edition feels exactly like the Lions X, just about. Maybe the Lions X feels a little bit better, actually. So the Lions X is an improvement in the feel against the Tour Edition. And the Black Label and or the Series B, there's just no comparison. Oh, it feels so buttery smooth. Maybe, I don't know. You know, I didn't even get a chance. Every deck here is brand new. I haven't broken any of these in. So, I don't know. That's going to be the main difference. And I wanted to compare these decks because they are very similar. But as you can see, man, I don't even know what to say about this. This is crazy. Definitely the Series B and the Black Label have the best stock out of both of these, right? And I mean, I don't know what else to say there. That stock is just better. Whatever it is, however it was created, it's way better. Now, the marking system on all of these playing cards in general is difficult to read. The Tour Edition only has the marking system for the distance. So you can read these at a distance if you know the system. My eyes are not that great when it comes to this. These have both, right? Which makes them better for a mark deck in comparison. You know, and I don't see too many people talk about you know, the fact that, you know, these decks here, they have those two systems. Either they're talking about the long distance system as the marking system, but not talking about the close up, or vice versa. But the fact that you can read these up from close and from far away is amazing. So one of the cool features to the White Lion Series B and the Black Label is right down here under the sticker. It says Play Indigo Cards, which is a really cool color reveal for forcing a color onto your spectator. That doesn't exist in these other versions, and I'm not sure why that was taken out, but that is something that I kind of miss, right? Pretty cool. When it comes to these tuck cases, they're all very nice. This one is a very elegant tuck case. And there's some secrets to them too. They have some reveals. For example, here, there are no tab reveals or anything like that. But there is a 7 of Diamonds reveal here, which is also present on the Tour Edition. Way clear, more clear to see. And of course on the Series B, red, and in the Series A as well. Now here you might think to yourself, oh, well, they missed out on that. Well, actually it is in the tuck case right here, the 7 of Diamonds, which is pretty cool. Another little feature that I found out, well, something that I thought about for years, but I found out in my conversation with Mark Stutzman. So since the beginning of these marked cards, the White Lions, there is here written Mark D. Stutzman, right? So if we check out all these decks, Mark D. Stutzman, Mark D. Stutzman. This one it's missing. As a matter of fact, Mark Stutzman is not even mentioned on this one. Yikes. Okay. But it's actually present on the new Lions X deck also. artist Mark D. Stutzman, which is really funny. It's a funny little joke that I had to ask Mark about because it's saying Mark D. Stutzman, right? So I had a conversation with him, and you can check out the interview that we did where he's talking about how that came into being. And funny enough, they asked him if they could put a D there, to kind of, hint at the deck being marked. And coincidentally, his middle name starts with a D. So that's just a pretty little amazing, fun Easter egg detail that I really love. Now, another thing, in the name of the White Lions themselves, right? So White Lions right here, very clearly White Lions, it says, right? Here, White Lions. Here also White Lions. White Lions. And then this one just says Lions. What the hell? So funny enough, in the name itself, White Lions is a play on words to give you a hint to the marking system that works at a distance, which, as you've seen, you've got plenty of hints, right? The marking system that works at a distance works with, say it 3 times fast. White lions, white lions, white lines. Sounds like white lines.
I said, goddamn.
Just kidding. So there is a way to read these. Of course, I'm not going to go into it. That has to do with the name itself, which is pretty cool, actually. So let's take a look real quick and let's look at these cards. Of course, I told you this is my favorite version. So we've looked through these. Let's look through the Tour Edition again. And I don't like that ace. Look at that. That's awesome. Hold on. What a great Two of Hearts reveal. Love that. Which I believe the other card, the other deck has a Two of Hearts reveal also on the same card, but it's a little bit different. It's actually a little more subtle than that. Let's see if we can find it. It should be back here. Oh, I think I passed it. There it is. So it's a little bit more subtle when it comes to that playing card reveal. And let's look at this one here and see. And already know there is also another playing card reveal. This time we get the 3 of Spades. And also, you might have noticed the face changed. I believe that is now David Blaine's daughter. Of course, all the people here have significance to David Blaine. And David Blaine, of course, is himself on the King of Spades. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe his mother's on the Queen of Hearts. Isn't that awesome? Man, okay. So, how do I feel about these cards? The new ones, at least. I like them. I like them a lot. I wish that they come out with a V2 to correct some of these issues. I mean, you can even see it right here. Look, it's much larger on one side than it is the other, which that one's not as bad, but it can make it difficult to read the cards, and I don't think it was done intentionally. Let's see here. I'm going to try to read this one here on the spot. So let's see. This is the Jack of Diamonds. Perfect. Look at that. Okay. All right. So as you see, they can be read. Not too good at this one. Like I said, the marking system for the distance, I'm not very good at it. These cards, they can be read. Let's see. I'm not good at it, but I will. Oh, man. I don't think I'm going to make this one.
And his name is John C.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. It's the 8 of diamonds. Yeah, this one I'm not good at. Of course, these here I can read very well. Let's go ahead and get a random card. And these here we have the 5 of spades. Oh, 5 of clubs. 5 of clubs. Yeah, I should have known that. Let's try one more. No, I think that was the same spot. Let's try a little higher. Okay, and now we have, let's see. Oh man, this is the Jack of Hearts. Okay, so like I said, I can read these, and you saw how much easier it was, to read these here because they're a lot larger. I think, when it comes to, this is why I wanted to compare these cards specifically. And let me just cut both of these in the middle somewhere and compare these up close. So I like that these are way larger, way easier to see.
Oh, fuck, you're gonna make me read these?
They just have a couple of problems that they need to fix. And if they're able to fix those problems, I would give this deck an A++. Now, if we can find out, and nobody really knows, but if we can find out what stock this is, what like actual card stock this is, because this is awesome. I love it. It's my favorite. Nothing seems to compare to it. I think the only thing that gets close is like the Knock Pros. Knock Pros get pretty close to what this feels like. It's definitely a casino grade stock, but I don't know what it is. Is it crushed? Is it, I don't know. It's thick, it's hardy, but it's also buttery and soft at the same time somehow. And I'm not sure why that is or how that is. So that's it. That's what I've got for you. These are the White Lions playing cards. And, pick them up if you like these types of playing cards. Like I said, I think they were, originally made to sort of emulate the Casino B playing cards. I really like these. I'm a big fan of the White Lions. I've told you a bunch of little secrets about these cards, and I really like the new ones too. They have a couple of issues, like I was saying. Please get rid of this ace. Do something else. I don't want to see this anymore. This is, I don't know, what is it? A tribal tattoo? I like the little frog in there though. That is pretty cool. And the extra cards are cool. All right, these double backer, how to rip a deck in half. These cards, these art cards is what I would refer to them, because they're kind of like artwork. But, when it comes to, like actual workers, you cannot beat the Series B. Come on, look, they have two matching jokers, which magicians love, a blank card, and a double backer. Also, and I didn't mention this earlier, but if you were to remove, and I'm going to give you guys a big secret. If you were to remove these cards here, by the way, I haven't shuffled any of these cards, but if you were to just remove those cards and cut the 9 of diamonds to the face, you are now in one Tamariz Mnemonica stack. And if you want to learn more about that and what it is, what it does, you need to buy the book. Buy the book Mnemonica, because some of the best card magic in the world is going to be in there. And you won't regret it. These decks come like that for a reason. All right. This is Beat on the Magician. I'm signing off. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. All that fun stuff. This was White Lions.
Magic lovers, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.